Hello once again, our most valued student. My name is Confident and welcome to our continuing revision session for NCV level 2 mathematics, and we have been doing some few works. We have done question 1 as we are revising here. We went on to look at question number 2 if you missed it, and it was out of what? 25 marks, as you can see. So if you missed it, I will encourage you, grab hold of the video. Now we're looking at question number 3, and it's algebra. Says factorize. Just as I said, I'm trying to make these videos short, so some of the questions I move a bit faster. Now factorize 3.1.1. So what do we do there? 3.1.1. I'm supposed to factorize 9 minus a. Sorry about that. It's 9a squared minus b squared. This is a difference of 2 squares. You convert that 9 to 3 squared. Remember, 9 is 3 squared. A squared minus b squared. You see, when it's squared, then you do this because it's square. I always say to my students to say, pretend you don't see this. Okay, what are you gonna write? 3a minus b. You see, that's what you write at first. You write your 3a minus b, then the next one is what? 3a plus b. That's a difference of 2 squares. Now let's look at the next one. 3.1.2. It says what? We are supposed to factorize 3 marks. Minus a squared plus a plus 2. Okay, they like doing this to confuse you. It's a tricky question, I will accept, but what you need to do so that you don't confuse, you say minus and then you open a bracket, take out that negative outside. So remember, when you take out a negative, you interchange the signs inside. So negative, now this becomes a squared, positive becomes minus a, positive becomes minus 2. It helps you to, because this is familiar what is inside the bracket, it helps you to work it like that. So you continue minus, and then when you are used to factorizing, what you need to do, you open 2 brackets here if you are used to factorization. But I'll encourage you, check my previous videos. There is a lot on this part. So it will be a minus 2 and then a plus 1. Alright, but you might ask, how did you come about this? Just as an extra NB, let's look at this. Inside, it was a squared minus a minus 2. I use product sum, so I take these 2, I multiply them. A times this, which is my product, is negative 2a squared. My sum is the center number. This is sum plus, so the sum is equal to minus a. The product is that. So I'm looking for 2 numbers. When I multiply them, I get minus 2. When I add them, I get negative a. So in other ways, I look for factors of the product. Factors of 2. What are the factors of 2? It's 1 times 2. That's all. Now remember, I need to, when I multiply 1 times 2, what are the signs? It can be minus 1 times 2 is negative 2, or it can be 1 times minus 2, it will give me negative 2. So this product, it's covered when I multiply. But look at it, when I add these 2 numbers, I need the one that will give me a negative a or negative 1. So it means 2 must be bigger. This will be 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. You see? So this is the answer here. Are you getting that? So when I've done that, I can then come here and write it like this. This thing here, it will be a squared minus a minus 2. It becomes a squared. Now where there is minus a minus 2, I put a here. I put plus 1a minus 2a. minus 2. I just took this, that 1 and minus 2. We just put a. You factorize by grouping the first 2 and the second 2. What is common in a squared plus a, which is a plus 1. And the second one is minus 2, and then it's a plus 1. Remember, I took the negative out. So here, you look at the brackets, they are the same, a plus 1 and a minus 2. That's it. That's what I had here. A minus 2, a plus 1, but there was a negative outside. Alright, so that is that. Okay, I knew there was going to be a factorizing by grouping. Also, there is the question here. So they are saying 2ab minus 2a squared, we factorize, plus a minus b. Check the first 2 and look at the last 2. What is common in the first 2? 2 is common. 2. A, see, there it is. And remember, it's like you're cancelling. You cancel that, you cancel that. Do you see that the b is there? See that? So you've got b minus, you cancel the 2 for the square, there are 2 of them, 1 remain, and the 2 equals, so it's minus a. See that? So it's b minus a, and then plus. Here, because it's a minus b, you just say 1, and then you say a minus b. The only difference, look at it, this is b minus a, this is 1 minus b. You take out here, you take out a negative, so that you write it like this, 2a, which is b minus a, and then you say from positive 1, you say minus 1. You see this thing of taking out a negative, then you put a bracket. The signs interchange inside, so it will be minus a, negative b will be plus b. You see that? So you've got 2a, which is b minus a minus 1. So you write it, b is positive and a is negative, b minus a. You just rearrange it. I sing that. So you have got now b minus a, you write the first bracket there, b minus a. Outside the bracket you have 2a minus 1, and then you've got 2a minus 1. There is your 3 marks. Okay, so this is factorizing by grouping. Alright, so that was that on factorization. Then the next question here is simplify each of the following. Then they gave us this. So when they say simplify each of the following here, 2 marks. What did they mean by simplifying here? Let me see. X plus 1, right? And we have got x squared minus 2x plus 1. You see, you need to be very careful how they structure these questions. But if I look at it, I see that they want to factorize this part here. You factorize further. So what I will have, I will still have x plus 1 here. So when I open my 2 brackets using product sum here, like this, it will be x minus 1, because I am looking at this number. Which number will I multiply to get a 1? It's 1 times 1, you see? So I've got product of 1 times 1. So it will be 1 and 1 here. So to get minus 2 is x minus 1, x minus 1. You see? So you need to know this factorization, guys. I've got a lot of work here that I do here, because what I did was x squared here. So minus 2 is what? Is minus 1x minus 1x. This is minus 2, minus 1, and then plus 1. Then I look at the first 2, which is x, and then I've got x minus 1. And then take out minus 1 here, then it's x minus 1. You see that? So it's x minus 1 and x minus 1. So that's it. That's why they say to simplify. And this is the answer here. It's simplified. Okay, nothing else can be done here. You can even move on to say which is equal to x plus 1 and x minus 1 squared. You see, because it's the same one. Next one is this. You are simplifying, and they gave this one. So what do we do here? It's 12 p squared q cubed minus 8 p cubed q cubed all over 6 p cubed q4. What do they want here? You factorize. Again, it's factorization, but you're taking out what is common. So what is common between 12 and 8? The number is 4. Now here you take the, in p, you take the smallest power. So p squared goes out. Again in q, you look for the smallest power, q to the power of 3. Remember, when you're factorizing, it's like you're dividing. It's like you're saying 4 goes into 12 how many times? 3 times. And you're saying p squared goes into p squared how many times? 1. Cubed goes into cubed 1. You see that? So it will be like 3 that is remaining there. That's what you're doing. You are dividing. Alright. So here, when we have to use that concept, 4 into 12, it goes 3 times. P cubed cancels to give a 1. So we can leave it like that. Cubed, q cubed also cancelled, minus. Now 4 goes into 8 2 times. So we do that. We put a 2. Now there is the change. Now look at this. You see, it's here. It's p cubed divided by p squared. You must remember, if it's cubed, how many are they? There are 3. It's p times p times p divided by p times p. So they are cancelling here. You see, 1 will remain. That's what we're trying to say. It's like that, you know. We are doing that, and then here the cubed will cancel the cubed. Nothing will remain. Okay. So in here, what I'm gonna have. Okay, let me take this back because I don't want that 4 cancelled there. So what we have, it's 4 into 8, it's 2, p squared, p cubed, we're left with p, like this. That's what we have on top, over 6 p cubed and q to the power of 4. When you have factorized, anything outside can be cancelled. For example, look at this. You are able now to say 2 goes into 4 2 times and 2 goes into 6 3 times. You're allowed. And then there are 2p there. How many will remain? From 2, because here is 3 minus 2, 1 will remain. Again, cubed, here there are 3, so it's more like you're saying 4 minus 3 is equal to 1, so 1 will remain. So then the answer here becomes 3 minus 2p over, at the bottom there, okay, there was a 2 before. Remember this 2, let's not forget it. There is a 2 bracket this particular 2, and then at the bottom we've got 3, and then p1, and then q1. Then that becomes the answer there. Alright, so just be careful on how you approach that. It's a matter of taking out what is common. Okay, there is 3.3. we still continue because this is 24 marks. Now it's equation. So for x in the following equations, 3 marks. Then you have this one. What are they saying here? They are saying x to the power of 3x minus 6 is equal to 1. You know, so that was clever of them, but you needed to be also clever like the examiner. So you must remember, when you look at the exponents, let's go to the exponents, equation of the exponents. There it is. You see, they were using this concept here. A to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Let me take it here, a to the power of 0 equal to 1. That's what they are using. So what does it mean? It means to get this 1, I can come here and put a to the power of 0, but I don't want to put a to the power of 0. I don't want to use a. In this case, I want to use, because they used x here, I can also use x to the power of 0. So I can rewrite this thing and say x, 3x minus 6 is equal to x to the power of 0, knowing that it will become 1. You see that? So when you have got that, the equation says if the bases are the same, if this is the same, you take these two, you do this. The exponents, you equate them. Look what I'm going to write now. I'm going to write this 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. You equate. That's when you take minus 6 from negative, jump the equal sign, positive. So you've got 3x is equal to what? 6. 3 times x, then I divide by 3, divide by 3, then you've got what? X is equal to 2. Then that's how they do it, but the trick was this part. Alright, so what is the next one here? If we are to erase this, the next one says 5 over 2 is equal to 10 over x. We are solving for x. 5 over 2 is equal to 10 over x. They want you to solve for x. Well, it's up to you how you want to do it. You can do what they say, cross multiply. You know, cross multiply. You multiply like this. So whereby we are going to say 5 times x. 5 times x is equal to 2 times 10. That is one way. Alright, but you are interested in x, so times opposite is divided. You divide by 5, you divide by 5. You are interested in x. So what is x? X is equal to 5 goes into 10. 2 times 2 is 4. That is one way you could have done it. Another way, which is this, is 5 over 2 is equal to 10 over x. What you can do, you can multiply everything by x so that the x goes up. There is the x. So what do you have? 5x. You see, 5 times x, still over 2, don't forget, is equal to 10. Then the 2 again, you can do the same thing, times 2 times 2, then that goes. So you've got 5 times x is equal to 10 times 2. 5 times x, divide by 5, divide by 5, still the same thing. X is equal to 5 goes into 10, 2 times 2 is 4. It's up to you, but it's the same thing. Alright, let's look at the next one. It says, given the inequality, 2 marks, this. Solve the given inequality. How do you do this? So you say 4 bracket x plus 1 is less than or equal to 3x plus 8. Are you with me? They said we need to solve. So first of all, open this bracket. This multiplies 4 times x and 4 times 1. So it's 4x, 4 times x, 4 times 1 plus 4 is less than or equal to 3x plus 8. See that? Now you collect like terms. Let 3x join and let 4 join that. So it will be, remember, 3 is positive to negative. This is like an equal sign. Treat this like an equal sign. You see what I mean? So when you do that, 4 also is positive to negative. So what you're going to have, you're going to have 4x minus 3x. You see that now? Is less than or equal to 8 minus 4. Now 4 minus 3 is 1x, which is x, is less than or equal to 8 minus 4 is 4. So x is less than or equal to 4. And that's what it means. Then they say represent the solution on a number line. How do you draw x is less than 4? You do this. Number line, All right, you can do it like this. For example, start by saying 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll try to do it a bit different. For example, look at this. If this was my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you see, but x is less. Less means smaller. Smaller, you call this direction, because here you've got -1. So you come here and do this, you shade it, you see, you shade it, so x is smaller, and then you have an arrow pointing that direction like this, meaning x is smaller than -4, less. A number that is less than 4 is 3, 2, 1, 0 all the way. So that is that. Okay, then 3.5, solve the following simultaneous linear equations algebraically. Don't know why they did this. Is there let's look, is there any graph, because they want us to solve this on the graph. Did they provide any? We don't have this. We have done in the previous lessons. Alright, they didn't provide any graph, but it's fine. So what are they saying? Y is -2x plus 4, y is 2x plus 8. This, max 3 marks. It's kind of an unfair question. Solve the following simultaneous linear equations algebraically. I thought they said graphical algebra. So it's fine. Look at this. It's not complicated now. It's y is equal to -2x plus 4. Again, y is equal to 2x plus what? Plus 8. Now look at this. This is a simultaneous equation, alright? Like this. This is a simultaneous equation. So what you do, you roll off. Alright? And then when you roll off here, you're like, okay, I can say y. There are two ways. And I'm going to get rid of y. So when I want to get rid of y, I subtract. You subtract this. Let's call this equation 1. Call this equation 2. So what you're saying is equation 1 minus 2. So it will be y minus y. So you write like this. Y minus y is equal to -2x. And then there is minus again 2x plus 4 minus 8. Minus plus 8, but the negative will be more powerful. So what is y minus y? It's 0. You see, -2x minus 2x minus 2 minus 2, use a calculator, is -4x. 4 minus 8 is -4. That's it. So how do you solve this? It's 0 is equal to -4x plus 4. Take this -4x this side, from negative to positive. So it will be 4x is equal to -4. Are you seeing that? Now 4x, 4 times x. To get rid of that 4, you now multiplication, you divide both sides. Therefore, x, use a ruler, a calculator. 4 into -4 is -1. There it is. That's the first one. Then to get the y value, you choose an equation. For example, equation 1. It says y is equal to -2x plus 4. But we know that x is equal to what? We just got to -1 here. So it will be y is equal to -2. Where there is x, we put -1 plus 4. You can use a calculator now. -2 times 1, it's 2 plus 4. Y becomes 6. Okay, that is one way. It's the same way, whatever way you do it. Other people prefer to do it like this from here. They're like, okay, since y is equal to -2x plus 4 and y is equal to 2x plus 8, they're like, this is y, this is y. They equate. Therefore, they say therefore -2x plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 8 because y is equal to y. Therefore, that's how they do this. And then when they solve it, for example, take this to the other side, positive, jump equal sign negative, to be minus 2x minus 2x is equal to, even the 4 does the same, it will be 8 from positive negative 4. You see that? Minus 2 minus 4x is equal to 8 minus 4 is 4. You divide by minus 4 minus 4. Therefore, your x still give you minus 1. Then, similar that we did here. Okay, so guys, this is how you solve this one. Are you with me? Okay, so that was 3.5, 24 marks. And then the next question, I think the last one is question 4, financial maths. That's what we're going to be looking at in the next section. Alright, yes. So you see this one? That's the next question that we're going to look at in the next section. So guys, remember to be subscribed. Thank you.